Hey guys, welcome to our first podcast. My name's Lewis.
This is Andrew. I'm Maharshi. What's your name?
I'm Arraviind.
Fadhil and Navin.
Hello.
Okay, so I'm going to start us off. I actually have a topic. I've actually discussed this with friends. So, if everyone had a chip on them, let's say hypothetically.
A chip?
Like eating?
A chip. A chip.
Not a tip.
Crips?
No. Like, you know how a tracking
yeah,
chip
yeah.
on them? What do you guys think about this idea? What I'm saying is, hypothetically, everyone got implemented a chip where everyone could see where everyone is at the same time. So, like, let's say there's just a map. Everyone can look at it. We will never have people missing. You will see whatever's coming. Like if someone steals something, right?
Yeah.
You will know who stole it because everyone has the same map. Like everyone can see it. Not everyone. Like some people can see it, some people can't.
Yeah.
So everyone can see. You can't get away with anything. But that's just plus. Obviously, downside. You'll see where celebrities are and all that. So what do you guys think?
But then people can also, in a way, take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Like if you know there's a lot of people around you, you can somehow use the chip.
For example, let's say you were tracking Kanye West or Drake, right?
Okay.
And you see them going away from their house, yeah?
Yeah.
You see
Good morning,
that there's no chip or no tracking thing at their actual house, right?
Yeah.
You
So
can
they're
rob
not
their
there.
house, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But then Kanye could see someone going into his
but
house.
then what?
I guess there are
This is
benefits because then.
But then
if
he
someone's
won't get
lost-
away in it. He robs it. Everyone knows he robbed it.
Yeah, but then,
this-
let's
No,
say,
but-
for example, right, let's say it's something like murder, and then
Yeah.
the person who's doing the murdering doesn't care if he gets caught.
Yeah,
He can just murder who he
essentially.
wants, and there's
Yeah,
no...
and
And if he
celebra-
doesn't care about the repercussions, then...
And the
he-
alibi could
But
be...
then if he was going to do that anyways, then the chip and no chip doesn't matter anyway. At least in this case, we actually find
No,
out
but-
who.
Because let's say I'm a Jake Paul hater and my whole life's ambition is to just go in his house and shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
I'm good. I can track him. I can be like, he's here.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
no
But
here's
security
the
guards
thing,
around
right?
him. I'm
Yeah.
gonna rock up in his bathroom and shoot him in the head.
But if
I don't
I was
care
the
if I get caught.
murderer, right?
Yeah.
And let's say there's like, for example, there's like a Lewis, you're in this house, right?
Yeah.
And like we're all in this house.
Yeah.
And then somebody else comes from the outside and murders one of the persons, right? In this house.
Yeah.
How do you know who murdered who? It's like an Among Us imposter kind of thing.
We just saw
It's
him do it.
real life
We
Among
just
Us.
saw him
That
do
would be
it.
so cool.
Huh?
We just saw him do it, right?
No,
Or
no,
her.
oh,
No,
as
what
in-
he's saying
as in, like, so
is
let's
you're
say-
just looking at the map.
If I'm looking at the map, right?
Yeah.
Like the police, let's say the police
Yeah.
is looking at the map, right? And there's like already like 2 or 3 people at Drake's house, yeah?
Yeah.
And then somebody else comes in.
When Drake comes.
And then we heard the next day
It's
that
always
Drake's
Drake.
dead.
Right.
Yes.
But we don't
I
know,
mean,
we don't know who killed him.
Hypothetically, there's
One
like a
man.
head attached.
I love you, Drake, but hypothetically, let's say like he's dead, right? We don't know who killed him because there was like 5 other people in that same house.
Right.
How does it
Exactly,
tell
exactly.
you that this person murdered?
So if it had like a picture
I'm
of that
sure
person,
it's high
you
tech
think-
enough if you can track
But
everyone
it's a
in
chip,
the
bro.
world.
Like
Yeah.
a chip, how does a
But
chip
I
meant
feel like
to-
it's very toxic because in certain aspects,
That's very
like
true.
parents or relationships,
Yeah.
you can literally
That is
see
true.
where they are every single second of the day.
Yeah.
Like people with strict parents, they can't do anything.
Yeah.
Because like usually you sneak out, you'll be like, oh, I'm going to a friend's house. But if you're not
Is that
there,
what
then
you
they're
do?
going to No, I tell them when I'm going. But like for example, like if I'm sneaking out, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to Fadhil's house.
You're a good
And I
boy
end up
anyway.
in a different city.
Yeah.
And
And
they're just going to be watching me going to it and they're going to be like,
Right.
this guy's
So
captain.
do you think there are pros to this? Like,
Yeah,
or
of
just
course.
all
There's
cons?
pros,
The
but
cons-
there's high.
Far
Definitely outweigh
Outweigh
the
the pros,
pros.
yeah.
100%.
There's lots of pros.
Yeah.
Because people missing like murders and stuff like that, but then people taking advantage is also
Yeah,
big.
that's-
Like, let's say you see someone floating in the middle of a river. You know, that's
What
not
is
normal.
this guy
You got to
saying?
save it, right?
jet ski.
No,
What if they're
I'm,
on their
saying
jet
like,
ski?
I'm saying like extreme situations, bros. Imagine you're in a river. You can't call out for help, but your chip shows that you're in a river floating away.
Yeah.
I would come save you.
It's like that.
I think I'm running.
I
It's
would
like
come
it's
save
like
you.
the meme where the Uber driver's like, "Hey, I'm stuck," and it's just a photo of the car in the water.
Yeah. Have you seen that meme?
No, what's that mean?
It's like an Uber. It's like a screenshot of the Uber.
Put it
thing.
on screen for you
It
guys.
shows like where the Uber driver is on the screen, and they're just in the middle.
No
and the
shit.
guys.
And the guy's like, I need help.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
for that it could help.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But like,
The cons, like I feel
Cons
like
outweigh.
the bad people in the world would just be able to take advantage of it. And it's just like,
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question though. Like, let's say this has been implemented for a while, right?
Yeah.
Like, when let's say your parents are strict, when they have developed like some sort of trust, because like they know where you are, right? And obviously you can just build that trust. And same with like, I'm sure there won't be that many murders. Like they'll have that initial
Phase.
yeah, but then society will probably
nah, there's always gonna be messed up
There's
people in
always
the
going to
world.
be people there who take
I think
advantage
Andrew's
of
saying
anything.
like if we grew up with this, let's say we didn't know any better,
yeah.
that would that have changed the perception?
Oh,
yeah,
for
I
sure.
feel like
For
we would
sure.
be more honest because
I mean,
Yeah.
Technically, and this is getting a bit deep, but don't we already have a chip with us at all times that tells?
What,
in a
Snapchat?
way,
Find my
Snapchat,
iPhone.
Our phone, our
Yeah,
phones are basically
right.
a chip
Yeah,
that's
okay,
attached
yeah.
to
I
us.
use a
That's
Nokia.
just,
No, but then the thing is, we have an option to turn that off. In this, your
I
your
guess
life
that's the
is
difference.
associated with the chip. There's actually a
Yeah.
movie like this.
Is there?
I forgot what name it is, but
called
it's a
Chip.
movie where everyone has a chip, and like they can track you and see what it is, and it's controlled by a high society.
I know.
Like, what do we know? It's not like the Hunger Games where like someone's controlling
I've
everyone,
seen that actually.
and
Yeah.
they're trying to like make sure everyone's doing the
Minority
same
Report.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Thing.
That's what it's called.
Oh, stop it! No. Stop it.
It's guys.
Oh
Yeah,
my
there's
God.
benefits and there's
I
cons
guess
as
so,
well.
yeah.
Like, it depends on how you use it.
Do you
Okay.
think we're heading in that direction?
I feel like we are. Yes.
Yeah.
I feel
You
like
think,
it's
yeah,
becoming
let's
more
say in the
controlled.
future,
Elon
do you think
Musk.
there's
Elon
any-
Musk has talked about this.
Neuralink. There's like
Neuralink.
so much stuff. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. What's Neuralink?
I
Vaguely.
honestly don't know, but I think it's something about like
You can control stuff with your mind.
control stuff with
Yeah.
your mind,
And you
storage
need that.
purposes.
Elon Musk has talked about
Like
this
a
at having-
robot? What do
No,
you mean?
like
controls?
and like just a chip kind of thing within
Like,
you.
you know, smart
embedded.
lights, you can be like,
Let me actually look it
I
up.
heard about this on a
Ah,
podcast.
yeah.
Let me
But
look
then
Okay,
what if you take that
Yeah.
and you take the movie Get Out and you mix that?
I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
whoa.
I've never
You
seen
haven't
Get
seen
Out.
that? Oh, it's a very good movie to watch.
I've heard.
Basically,
it's
in
good.
that, you take someone's brain, you take another person, you put the brain in that person, and that person controls that body.
Jeez.
And
In
the
the movie?
person who's so, for example, let's say his brain is put into my
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
I'm in a state where I can't do anything. He's controlling my body, so he can do whatever he wants.
Ah.
And you
That's
can
what
get
that
out.
movie is.
I can't. Yeah.
Wait,
that's the whole
spoilers.
point.
That's spoilers. Is that spoilers?
No,
Spoiler
that's
time
the
movie,
whole. That's.
Well,
in the
would
trailer,
you?
it's not
Are
a
you
spoiler.
aware of it though?
You know you're being controlled by someone else, but you can't do anything.
Where's
You're
your
still
brain at?
unconscious.
That's messed.
So your brain is out of your body.
Your body, but
It
you
gets-
can still see it.
Yes, because your consciousness is connected to you.
But you just
It's-
can't control it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you
a
can't do it.
crazy concept.
I
I
found
mean, that's
out-
probably why it's a very popular.
Right.
I won't
found out
spoil
what
it, but
Neuralink
definitely
is.
watch it. I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
recommend
yeah,
watching
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I found out
Neuralink.
Neuralink was right.
Yeah.
So it's apparently like a sewing machine kind of device where it like you can like sew it in or implant it in to like your like skin or like into your brain kind of thing. And apparently they tested this on like lab rats and stuff, and it like read so much information of it apparently. And so if we can do that from lab rats, imagine like, and that was in 2020 as well. It wasn't even that far off.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I
like
guess,
2022 now. So
Yeah.
I guess because your brain kind of gives signals. before it
exactly for
does
anything we do, like any reaction, any action, like it knows, right?
Yeah.
And
That's
that's
scary.
pretty insane. Like,
That's scary.
and Elon Musk, he's already sent a car into space.
Yeah.
I feel like he'll be the one to pull it off. as
That
well.
is very scary.
Yeah,
He sent a. I didn't know he sent a car into space.
Yeah, Tesla.
Tesla.
Into space.
Yeah.
To do
For
what?
what?
That's just because he's
Well,
Elon
Fun,
Musk.
right?
Just because he can.
He's a
So what? It
billionaire,
just
right?
blows up or something.
No,
right?
No, he
came
got it.
back
He
down
got it
to
too.
It came back down.
Yeah.
So he just wanted just to send something up
Yeah,
and see
yeah.
what it's like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What
What a
did he
guy, bro.
observe? Did he observe anything? Like,
You know, we
He
can send
literally
something to space.
Just did it because he can.
So send
I
it
don't
in
think-
I don't think
He
there's
sent
any
me.
reason.
There was no
Do you want to?
reason. It was
Yeah.
just.
You know, there's like people who do businesses. I know it's in the UK where you pay them and then they will send. It'll be like a hot air balloon type thing.
yeah.
And it'll just go all the way to space.
Weather balloon.
does it have a camera like you see?
Yeah. So
Okay.
people send like food to space. Someone sent KSI's bandana to space.
Did
shit like
actually?
that.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
for, bro?
I think it was. I don't know who it was.
Nico? No, it wasn't Nico.
Wait,
maybe
what's the
calories.
point? Just because they can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that stuff is actually like not that expensive. I think. Like, there's like services that literally just you can just pay them
Just
like,
weather
a
balloon.
few hundred.
Just
Even
to tell
just-
your mates, oh, I sent like.
Just like,
Yeah,
oh,
or
I
you can
sent-
make a video about it. Like we're talking about it. We've all seen a video about it, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's, I guess
It's
it's
just
very
like
interesting.
a publicity, views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to that movies, you know, Get Out. You know, the director is it Jordan?
Jordan
Peele.
Peele.
Yes, and he's the one who did what's the other one?
Nope.
Us. He also did
Yes.
Us and
Us.
Nope as
You've
well.
you've seen both.
I've seen Us. I've seen Get Out. I
Nope?
haven't seen Nope.
So I've seen Nope.
Yeah.
I saw it a couple weeks ago.
Thoughts?
What are your thoughts?
No spoilers.
No
please.
spoilers.
Spoiler
No
free.
spoilers.
It was. Have you
Spoiler-free
guys seen the
podcast.
trailer? Have you guys?
I
seen
haven't
the
seen the trailer
I
either.
haven't seen it, no.
Nope. I haven't.
Get
It's-
Oh.
It's good. I think it's a good movie. It was very interesting. It was very interesting. It was probably not what I expected the outcome to be. But I guess it's similar concept, I think, to Get Out Us in terms of it's more that thriller, horror kind of stuff. That's what it was like. But I do recommend
Is it like?
you
Oh,
guys
so you
watch
said
it.
horror, right?
Yeah, more
Did
like
you
is
enjoy it
Horror.
though?
I enjoyed it, but I'm really easy to please. Like generally, I watch Emoji Movie and I'll enjoy.
I
Ladies,
feel like I'm the same.
listening out there,
What are you trying to
Ladies,
say about
Lewis
emoji
Yang.
Lewis
movie?
Yang is easy to
No,
please.
well-
Because the only reason I asked
Ready to
this
make
is because
goals.
Logan Paul was very critical of it on Twitter. He
Yeah,
went
I heard about
off.
that. I
He went
heard about
off.
that.
And then no, Jordan Peele responded to that too.
Did he?
I
No,
saw
it was
that.
no,
Yes,
it
I
wasn't.
saw that.
Was it Jordan Peele?
No,
Wasn't
it was
the
the actor.
It was the actor.
who
the
responded.
actor. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, no,
Daniel Kaluuya?
Kaluuya,
Something,
yeah.
yeah.
He's
And
like,
he was saying like he.
what does he know?
Yeah, what
basically?
does he know,
Basically,
right?
what does he know?
Oi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but
What does he know?
Logan Paul was criticizing it,
Yeah.
but the movie still performed really well in terms of like
Yeah,
box
like
office
box
numbers.
office, yeah.
And I guess it's just that type of movie.
What are you guys' thoughts on Logan Paul? Honestly.
I honestly love the guy.
I feel like
He's
his
a chill man.
his
Chill
arc
bloke.
Yeah.
has been so inspirational in a sense. 'Cause
Back in the day, like
he
I
took
think
so many L's.
A lot of us used to not like him. Man.
No.
No, because
Back
the way.
It's all out of jealousy, isn't it?
Bless you.
Like everyone hates on him, but like we'd all want to
No,
trade
but
places,
people
right?
genuinely hated him because of that. You know that Suicide Forest thing? He did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Do you
that
know
was
that?
like his
Do you know that?
biggest. Like
Do
he
you
was
remember?
filming.
Dude, wait, there's two, right? Logan and what's his name?
Logan and
Jake.
Jake. So
Yeah.
Jake's a bit of a character. So was Logan, but Logan had like a whole redemption arc where he did a few messed up things and then he lost the fight. And then a lot of people would have been like, "Oh, it's over for him. He took that L. He's not coming back." But he took that L and turned it into a W. Like he
How?
changed the way he filmed. Like he changed his perception. He stopped being like
It started to
that-
be fun.
that
Like,
guy
it
who was always
fun.
trying to be the center of attention. Like he kind of, and he also made a podcast. So he like,
Yeah, the podcast I
Changes
think helped a lot because
Do you think so, yeah?
humanized him a bit. Yeah.
I would
'Cause
like
someone-
to say that we're the #1 podcast in the world.
because someone who,
So,
in a
just letting you
sense,
guys all
didn't
know.
really do that is Joe Weller. Because you compare Joe Weller and Logan Paul and
Yes.
the parts
They
they
had
went
a
on.
similar
Yeah.
start, right?
Joe Weller
Oh, yeah,
also
Joe Weller.
created a
Joe
podcast,
Weller.
but I feel like he
Was
was
he
in a
Joe
sense-
Weller really big back in the
He
day?
was
Back in the day,
huge.
he
He
was
was
Because
huge.
I
He was
heard
huge.
about him like ages
Because
ago.
the initial fight, KSI
Yeah.
and Joe Weller, I would say more people wanted Joe Weller to win over KSI.
Why? What did Joe Weller do
'Cause
back then? What was
he
he?
was
just
he
like
was
one of
just
those UK
the guy.
YouTubers.
Like he
Like,
was just the guy.
the guy
Like,
for
I
what?
think
his
FIFA-
content was really funny.
Yeah.
Not FIFA. He used
He
to
had
do like
haunted,
real life.
haunted house videos.
It was like WWE in real life and just
Right,
random
right.
things like that.
Yeah.
He was always very inspirational and stuff like that.
So he just fell off a cliff,
He
basically.
dropped off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
off,
Well, I
like-
He
guess
took a break from YouTube.
I
think,
guess
you know?
after the loss, he kind of just took a whole break, but he never really came back. And then he did his own podcast. And then there was a time where you thought like he was doing okay.
What's the podcast on? Like how to be a YouTuber?
Like-
is.
Just like
It's basically just like similar to ours. Like just talking
Just
about
talk
talking
shit,
about
yeah.
talk shit,
Yeah.
like and stuff.
Does he still do it?
I
Joe
know,
Well?
it ended.
No, so he quit recently.
Did
Like
he
he,
quit?
Okay.
I think a
Oh.
month ago he quit, which
Ah.
is very.
To
I
do
feel
what?
like he should have kept
He
that
just quit.
going for like a
He was
revenue
going back
stream.
into He was going back into music and podcasting, and he just quit. I don't know what he's doing now.
You know, oh, so we did talk about this, like the KSI fight off air.
Yeah.
And then I saw there was a clip of Joe Weller in there. I don't know if you
Yeah,
watched
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
And then,
yeah.
and
That's the
then
clip, I haven't seen it.
he was there, and KSI didn't think he should have been there. He should have been invited or something, but he was just there. And then KSI was like, "What are you doing here?" And then they just had a little bit of chat.
No.
And then
Yeah.
he came in clashed with like Mo, which
Like
is
KSI's
the
And
Yeah.
KSI's manager as well. I don't know if you guys saw
Manager.
that.
Manager.
Mams Taylor. So he's part of the commentary team. Like he was part of that
Joe?
team. Yeah.
But
Usually-
would
So-
he be invited to KSI? Isn't that KSI's event, the boxing fight?
it's
It's the Zone's event, so I think
Okay.
the Zone plans out who they want, and KSI must have been okay with it.
But yeah, I saw Joe Weller tweeted. I don't know if you guys saw this. After the fight, he tweeted like a picture of the crowd.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Look at this sold out stadium or something." And then there's like a bunch of empty seats in his photo.
Oh,
So
really?
Yeah, yeah.
And then
so
did you see the
Wait.
responses to that?
what was
What
it?
did he say?
KSI's manager and people in the crowd were like, "You filmed it when there was no fights and people went to the toilet,"
Yeah.
and they did a whole video where the whole thing was full and there wasn't a single
yeah.
seat.
And there you go.
honestly, it
really?
was really packed, bro.
It
Like,
was
I mean,
packed.
like it
Well,
looked
either
like
way,
that.
it sold out, so
Exactly.
they
Yeah.
made the
Yeah, man.
bank. They
Edgy
needed to.
king.
Unlike some other YouTube boxing events. Like
At least they got
Austin's-
paid.
Austin McBroom's
Ooh.
one.
Is
Wait.
that happening? Yeah, what were you gonna say, Andrew?
wait, you said they filmed the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
That just made me think. Do you guys remember the 360
Cameras.
like photo things
Photo
on Facebook?
spheres?
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
The ones that spin around?
So wait,
Or
Like
You know the one.
Oh, yeah.
Panoramas.
No, no,
I used to see like
photo
photos
spheres
on
where
like
you would, like,
Facebook, and then you could like move your
it's like that
phone.
thing.
They're still around now.
They're
just
still
not
around.
Popular.
They're still
Yeah.
around.
Bro, I thought that would have like revolutionized like
But
what's
everything.
The
Like what are they called? Not 4D
Yeah,
photos.
so I think it was like you take a photo of that and then you can spin around and you can see the whole view
Oh,
of
yeah.
the
It's like
room.
imagine a
360
street
camera.
view, but in a photo,
uh,
like kind of thing.
Sorry, that was a tangent, but like
And then you can like
That's really good.
move your phone and like
I
it
used to
follows
do that
where
a
you're
lot.
going.
Like wherever I went, I'd take like a photosphere, and I would just go like that.
course you did.
wouldn't the
Good
photo
nerd.
be very like like weird.
It's
Yeah,
not a
it's
photo,
like
bro. It's like
It's
a
just
video.
video.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah, even videos.
some YouTubers use that. I know the Sidemen, they use a 360
Like a 360
camera.
camera.
Yeah.
Like
It
on
was
a
like-
roller coaster
Yeah,
and
you
things
could
like
like
that.
literally move around, like you can pan around in the video.
Yeah.
I
No,
remember.
it died off, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's
It's like 3D
practicality.
glasses. It's like it's novelty, but then it wears off.
Yeah.
Yeah, predictions of the future. I guess technology. What do you think will happen in the future?
I feel like the whole metaverse type
You think so?
shit
I think
is
it's
going to
gonna-
take off. I
I
feel
feel
like Elon Musk is going to be a pioneer.
Like
of that.
game wise, or what do you mean?
Not game wise, just like in general.
I have a
Office
different
meetings.
spin on it. I
Okay.
feel like it will actually like go for a huge peak and then die.
Technology? Oh,
Like,
you
no,
mean
no, no, like,
the
no,
metaverse?
not tech.
Technology.
Like the
Metaverse.
whole metaverse thing,
Yeah.
I feel like it'll take a huge peak because it's like I
Yeah,
think
I
it
can
like
see
built
that.
in with like crypto and everything like that. The hype's really there,
Mm.
and I think the hype will keep going until
Yeah.
it reaches like a certain peak, and then no one's gonna give a shit after they realize that. Oh, like maybe like I don't know. I just feel like we're putting so much excitement onto something that it might disappoint in the end. So that's why
Yeah,
it might.
I'm not that excited to be honest. I'm
Like,
like,
You know the thing
I
is,
don't really mind.
you know the thing is, like obviously crypto obviously is down in its period right now. Like
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
aren't talking much about it. Last year it was popping off.
yeah,
There was a video I watched like last year
Yeah.
where there was this guy talking about the internet, like back in the 2000s.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
was hating on the internet. He was like saying, like, what is this thing? You could just listen to news on the radio. Like, why do you need to have all these things? And look how it turned out. Do you think that would be similar? Because I guess humans can't really see much into the future.
we're bad at
we're
it.
so
Yeah.
confined. We just can't do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if we were, then we'd invest in so many good things already.
yeah.
I
But we
think
don't. So
there'll be a lot of augmented reality.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
imagine
AR.
like
Well,
all
Well, look
like,
at VR, bro.
like
Never
AR,
took off.
AR.
No, but it's not. It's been around for like years, right?
Dude,
I
I went like
but-
us boys like we recently went to this gaming thing. Like we
Yeah.
legit put on VR glasses. We were walking around like a
Yeah.
whole room and like shooting people.
There's a game like it was a game
We played
designed
Far
for
Cry,
VR.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Far Cry.
Honestly, like
Amazing.
best
Greatest
experience I've had.
experience.
by
is it in
far.
Brisbane?
It's in
in
Brisbane,
Brisbane.
bro. It's,
Where?
it's like in the valley or something.
Nature.
Like Newstead Valley or something.
Yeah, I don't
So is
remember.
it laser
New
force?
Farm.
Is
No,
it
no,
like
It's like a laser force, but like
But it's all in
It's
the
a VR
VR,
set,
and
so
everyone's
kind of
like
You
in the
get
same
given a
world.
gun like as a prop with like 2 buttons on it and like
Yeah.
a trigger. You're in like the Far Cry world and everything, right?
But as in, like, are you in a room?
Yeah, we're in a
altogether?
room.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
So you
Big
could
room.
bump into each other.
Yeah,
Legit,
but then
yeah.
it gives you like a warning when you're close to
See,
someone.
imagine you're in a school hall,
Ah,
right?
okay.
And so the
Okay.
VR's like you have a backpack, obviously with all your tech, and then you have VR
Yeah.
glasses, then you have a gun.
it's like
right?
Connect Sports, but you're
Legit. And so I'm walking, right? So like like it would look so weird, like when I'm like,
Yeah.
if you're looking away, if someone outside is
Yeah.
looking. But to me, I was like actual soldiers,
It's-
like, huh.
It's very immersive. Like,
So you are walking,
I
though,
was
like,
right? Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
see like it was a
Physically walking.
multiplayer thing, so we're all playing with each other. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
like we were all on our own. Like
And we had like headphones, microphones, and I was like, so Arraviind and Fadhil, like,
Yeah,
were
we
could,
like,
like,
hear each
hey
other.
guys,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we're gonna go shoot these guys. I
Oh,
was like,
that's cool.
dude,
Yeah.
best experience.
How many? Is it like team?
Yeah,
there was
team.
Yeah.
How
there
many
was
people in
There
team?
Yeah,
was
I
like
think
we had
so,
7 or 8, like
Yeah, we
6
had
or
some
6 to
So you
7.
verse another pet.
No, we
team.
versed. We had
Like,
like
We
a
went
solid.
for a friend's birthday party, and he he invited like just within like the boys like 7 or 8 people, and we just split the team like 4x4 or something like that. And it was just a
Oh,
4v4.
zero latency, right?
Zero
Zero
latency.
latency, that's
Shout
what
out
it's
zero latency.
That's
Wanna
the bike.
sponsor
If you want to
us?
Big
sponsor
up.
us, let
Oh,
us
that's
know.
So do you guys reckon the future of gaming is like that Ryan Reynolds movie? What was it called? Fall Guy?
Free guy.
Oh
Free
yes,
guy.
have you
Free
guys
guy.
seen that?
I
I've seen
haven't
that.
Do you
seen
think
it.
that's
Is
the
it good?
future where you're
That's
like
pretty
in
good.
the
I like
game
it.
and you
I
can
like
die
it.
as many
Again,
times
I'm
as you
easy to
want?
please. So.
Or like Total Recall or whatever, where you go in like a
Lazy.
dream state and
Yeah.
you're in like in your mind, but you're living, and anything you do doesn't really affect your real life. But, like you can die and wake up again.
I mean, yeah, I can see that becoming a thing. Like it becoming more and more immersive. That people have like just a life outside of
Yeah.
You know
just
what
a
I
VR
think?
life.
What's the
in a
point
real-
of living then if you're just
Yeah.
gonna like?
Have you seen that like 360 directional like treadmill kind of thing? Like you just
Oh,
like you put that device in one spot, you get on it, you strap yourself, and you just
I
keep
know the
running in
one.
directions.
Yeah, you move, but you're in the same
move,
place.
You're in the same place, so
Oh,
you can
Yeah.
like unlike the room we went to in
Yeah.
zero latency. Like obviously the walls
Yeah.
are like the boundaries.
Limit yourself. Yeah.
Like the limitations, right? But like with this, you can just keep running forever. Like and so there was this video I saw on YouTube where people were playing GTA 5 and they hooked it up to like this device, and they're just running from one side of the map to another, and it took them like 2 hours or something to like.
But they were just
Right.
on the spot.
They were just on the spot, and I'm
Yeah.
like thinking
How
like
good would
that
it-
like the future, like we're talking about the future of gaming,
Yeah.
right? Like that could be like fitness,
Fitness
like
as well.
related. If
Imagine
they
that
wanted to
with
convert it to
Pokemon Go.
something, if they wanted to like even
Pokemon
tennis,
Go.
right?
Yeah.
Like you get given like a prop racket. That's like honestly like incentivizing gaming. Like you just tell them to buy more accessories, a tennis racket,
Yeah.
and they keep running and they just swing in the same spot though. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Why don't they just play normal tennis? Am I a boomer, bro? Like,
I would like
like running in GTA, just
Yeah, but
go
I-
run in the city,
No,
bro.
I think what people are doing is if
Dude,
you're
rob
gonna,
someone if you want to rob someone.
like if you're gonna play
Not legal
games,
advice.
I guess what they're being like is active while playing the game. So at least in a way you're kind of doing exercise. That's all. That was
Bro, it actually
was
it blows my
Wii
mind. We
Sports
have
and shit.
yeah,
like,
well,
that's why it blew off.
Was it like Ready Player One?
Yeah.
Is that
yeah,
like
yeah, that's the same thing.
similar?
Yeah, yeah.
Similar in the
VR
sense,
and had treadmill was like that. He was like stuck in his like a world, and it was like a dystopian world though. Like everything was
Yeah.
like falling apart.
Ultron.
When did that come out? That was a couple of years ago.
2013,
Right?
I think. Yeah.
2013?
That's I'll wait too.
No way.
Hey Siri,
I was trying to play. 2013, 2014.
when did Ready Player One come out?
2013. No
Oh,
way.
no,
it's
2015.
Just say anything.
2018.
Yeah.
Hey,
So stupid.
His
man.
No,
knowledge
there
is
was
knowledge.
a
His knowledge is his strength.
He's not up there.
Hey,
like,
yeah.
you
so-
objectively have lower IQ
No,
because you could not recall the exact date.
If you haven't seen our IQ test video, strongly recommend.
No,
It's-
it.
that,
it's in the
that
I'm
won't-
not
Oh,
even-
they'll probably come out later.
That
I'm
will
too
come
good.
out later.
I,
That'll come out
I
later.
would win,
Sneak
so they're
peek.
like, you stay home.
that'll come-
Yeah,
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 we need
sure.
to redo that, but
Well,
that'll
I
come
have-
out later.
I have another theory. I watched a video on this.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, the video I watched was that we're all dead. And this is like the
Jesus.
last, I think it's 30 seconds before you die, where you kind of replay through your whole life again.
flashlight for you.
Have you
Well,
heard
I've
about
heard
that
of that.
before?
Yeah.
Wait,
I've
so
heard of
what do you
that.
mean we
So,
are all
you know
dead?
when you die,
Yes.
so before
I
you
don't
die,
know
there's a
yet.
period of
I'm
time
kidding.
where your life, well, they claim
Flash
this, where your
before you.
life flashes before your eyes.
Yeah.
So what if we're all just in that period? Like
Oh.
everyone's dead,
But-
and we're still
We're still
living that life.
flashing it.
And every time that happens, it goes over again. So you're living the same life over and over again, but you don't remember it.
Well, it doesn't matter then,
Because
right?
that
Like-
explains like,
like-
deja vu and
like
stuff. Because you
Groundhog
get
Day
deja vu
kind of
because you've
thing?
already done it.
Have you seen Groundhog Day?
Yeah, yeah.
Like when the guy keeps dying or something like that, but he just keeps getting woken up. Like,
Yeah. There's another movie
Same-
like
that's
that
the
as well,
same
where it's
day.
the girl who gets killed different ways.
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
wakes up.
Time would be very weird, right? Because we would think it's very slow, but then the flashback you said
Yeah.
should go by
Time
fast.
is a
But
constant.
then how do you explain us seeing people die?
Interstellar.
If someone dies in front of us, then how do you explain that?
Then they've reached the end of that period, so they reboot.
Oh, something else?
I don't
I don't
What
think
the-
this. Okay, how about life on other planets? Do you guys think?
Yeah, I feel like in
Yeah,
the future
100%.
it will.
You think we'll ever?
I feel
come
like it
across
will
and see
need to
them?
happen.
You think we'll see?
I don't think
ever
we'll be
see them?
alive. No,
I don't know
'cause-
if we will,
yeah,
but
maybe next
definitely our
500
kids
years.
or their kids.
Like you think eventually the human population will meet?
I think it's
species.
yeah, it's
I-
gotta be out there, right?
Yeah.
Surely, like just how big and expansive
Yeah.
the universe is.
I
There's
feel like
no way.
it's scarier if there isn't any other life out there. Because you imagine how big the world is.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's just
huge,
us and
bro.
how insignificant.
We'll never
we are.
know.
But then, okay, let's say I think it's probably likely how big the universe is. But then, how many like species will there be? Do you think
Oh,
it's just one?
Infinite.
Could be like Marvel.
I
Could be
found
like-
one species here. No, that's mean. Sorry. I'm a specimen as well.
Everyone's
Yeah.
a species.
How many? And do you think it's like similar to humans, or are they completely different? Are they looking to find us as well? What do you?
What
guys
if
think?
they're more advanced and
Yeah, you think
they
so?
tried to talk about us or they tried to research on us and they're like, humans are useless, so we're just gonna leave.
leave them? You think that's possible?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Earth is the discarded ones? Like we're
That's
the
what I'm saying.
species. Like yeah.
Like, what if
It'd be
what
so
if
weird.
what if when they made the world, they're like, the rejects.
like the rejects.
Chuck
yeah,
them on Earth.
Chuck them on
It's like
this
Australia when the convicts got sent to Australia. They're like, all the
Jeez.
let's get sent to Earth. It's actually long word.
But do you
I'm
think
kidding, I'm kidding,
it'll be
guys.
like that though? If like to just discard a population like that?
Yeah, Thanos. Yeah,
What do you mean he just?
So what you're saying is it's like Marvel. Every planet has like
The
people living on
resources
it.
have to be split between the ones who deserve it. That's what Thanos said.
So
You
you
think
want to
we're not
snap and you
no,
want
no,
to get
not,
rid of
not
half
me.
the
I'm
population.
just saying that.
So why didn't Thanos snap and just double the resources?
Thanos has a low IQ, bro. He wasn't here for the IQ test.
Again,
Is it
watch
lower
the
than
IQ
yours?
test
Oh,
when
yeah,
it comes
watch
out
IQ.
later.
Plug.
Plugging out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there new Marvel movies coming out soon?
Yes,
TV series.
Black
so
Panther.
Black Panther's coming out,
This year.
and then yes,
Yeah.
end of this year. And
Wait,
then
how
there'll
are
be
they
lots of new
making
TV shows.
Without him.
Yeah.
So he's not in it.
No, I feel like Michael B. Jordan will be back.
Shuri.
But that's a theory. We'll
Michael
So
discuss.
who's
Jordan?
Black Panther then?
I have a theory that it's going to be
You?
Michael B. Jordan.
You're gonna.
'Cause-
Wait, did
If
you
you
say
see the trailer,
Wait. I don't know if this is spoilers. Like last Black Panther.
No, it's
wasn't
like
last
spoilers.
year.
Well,
if it is,
Guys,
then go watch it.
watch the
Go
Black
watch Black
Panther
Panther
movie
before you
first
watch
before you
the
come
video.
here.
Yeah.
But yeah, what happened to Michael B. Jordan? Wasn't
So
he?
no, so my theory is the fact that he's like, oh, I don't want to live, kill me. But we never saw his body. We never saw him specifically die. And if you remember in the first Black Panther, he dies himself.
Yeah.
And he gets revived through that whole process that they do. Because remember how when he's fighting Michael B. Jordan, he gets pushed off the cliff. Everyone thinks he's dead, and they find him. And he's in a state where he's alive, but he's not conscious. And then they go and grab him. My theory is that in the new Black Panther, if you've seen it, in the water, they're going to find him and they're going to revive him.
Do you think they would pull that trope again, though? Do you think they would do it again? Because they've already done it once?
Yeah. Because it's not part of the plan, obviously. They were going to take a different route. So now they have to do something different. And I feel like he has that fan base, or has that...
what if Shuri becomes Black Panther, but then Michael B. Jordan becomes the one to support her?
Well, it's either that, or he'll be in the movie for sure.
Yeah, I feel like he'll be in the movie, yeah.
Do you guys want to see it?
Yeah,
I watch
watch
Black
it.
Panther.
Yeah.
But
Black
like,
I'm a big
Panther was
Marvel
in
fan,
general
so-
though, can we talk about the state of Marvel? Because in
yeah.
my
Alright.
experience,
Flop.
what I found is all the movies that have been coming out recently, in order to understand everything that's going on, you have to have seen like
Everything.
so much else to be able to
Like a
even-
Disney Plus series and all
Disney
that.
Plus
I've
series, all these
literally
series, all
had
this homework
fights
you have to
with
do.
my friends. Like some of my friends are like huge Marvel fans,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah,
this
like
guy's
this guy.
in the guy. And
Maharshi.
like when I go into when I get invited to like a movie to watch with
Yeah.
them or like a TV, like something like that, right? I go in because I'm obviously chilling with the blokes,
Yeah.
right? I'm
Just
going.
chat shit.
But these guys have watched 4 other TV shows worth like
Absolutely.
6 or 10 hours long,
Yeah.
plus 3
Yeah.
other movies on top
And
of
like
that.
the comics and like all this other
And
stuff.
See,
Yeah.
as a fan, I agree with that. But if you do bring it up that it's boring, it's stale. Before Infinity War, before Endgame, if you went straight into Endgame,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to understand what's happening. You would have to watch the previous movies.
But I basically did go straight into
And then I guess because they're capitalizing the fact that Marvel's doing so well, so that's why they're really releasing Disney shows. They're providing more.
Yeah.
I guess the sad thing is all the movies are connected. But for example, if you watch like Thor, then you don't really need to watch the other movies. You can just watch.
Thor.
You can go straight into it.
So you're
just
saying,
watch
Fadhil, you want movies to, if you're able to
Standalone.
go in and just watch it without watching, is that what you would want?
I mean, I get that. I get that being connected is
Yeah.
good, but like, the way Marvel used to be was fine by me. Like, if you've like seen like some of the movies before, you could basically piece together. But now, because there's so much, there's just like all these shows and all these.
But then
so much that you need.
another thing with that is that was when all the characters were being introduced. Now the
Yeah.
characters have already been introduced and
Yeah.
they're kind of there. So I guess
So
that
I guess-
connects.
Yeah.
I would like. I mean, Marvel's fine. Like the Marvel's fine the way it is. I think I would like just to see more movies.
He's a DC fan.
I am a Disney fan.
Oh, are you?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Why?
am I actually, but
Dude, it's so like
Name a good DC movie.
like
Right.
Joker, The Dark Knight.
no, the Justice League, the Justice Crew, whatever the Justice League.
Justice Crew.
Justice Crew. The
The
Zack Snyder edition is really
Zack
good.
Snyder.
Wait,
cut.
no, there was the new Batman movie, right? Recently.
Yeah,
That was-
the Batman.
that was
I-
really good.
I enjoyed that.
I-
You did it.
You did it.
I have not seen
No,
that
I
yet.
thought it was overrated.
Oh.
That's fair. That's
I
fair
thought it was
shout.
overrated.
I still enjoyed it.
I watched it
personally,
3
but-
times.
3 times.
See,
Yeah.
I think
wonder.
I
So
think I'm like
overrated.
you.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's very
Yeah, I was watching.
hard
Wait,
for me
what
to
the-
not like something. Like,
No, I'll
I
tell
like
you why I
movies.
watched it 3 times, bro.
Who's the lucky girl or girls?
Many. No, I'm kidding. Like 3.
Yeah, where
He's
was
a
it?
ladies.
Ladies,
DMs
ladies,
are
yeah, that
open.
is true.
Yeah, that's why you
He's
He's
see
a tall Indian male, engineering background.
like you know all
he's
the
single.
breaks and the cues in the movie.
Oh,
You know the tense scenes.
Intermissions.
Yeah.
He'll give you a movie time you will never forget.
Like, oh my god, I'm scared.
He's got big arms
Stop
too, so
it,
if you hold
man.
on to it, oh.
Stop it, man.
No, back to I was just saying before for Marvel,
Yeah.
there wasn't there like She-Hulk that recently.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
She-Hulk is
Didn't
at the
Chris
moment,
Evans
yeah.
talk shit about it in the whole tweet? He like put like 3 emojis, be like, yeah.
Look, I'll be honest. I haven't seen She-Hulk. I haven't
Fake fan.
seen One Division. I read about it.
What?
Because I needed it. I haven't seen One
You
Division.
gotta watch it.
And I didn't watch the Captain America, the Captain Falcon, whatever it was.
Mate.
I'm a Marvel fan, but I...
Honestly, I'm
Oh,
an
fan.
fan.
Oh, yeah,
I-
I,
So I understand there's a lot of things, but what I do is I just read about it instead of watching it.
I think
and
that
then go
works
into
too.
the movie.
Even
Honestly, that
worse,
works.
'Cause
bro.
Think about it, like,
What is it to
for example,
read?
Harry Potter, you go into number 4 without watching the first 3, you're not going to understand.
Yeah, but
That's
Harry
how Marvel
Potter-
is at the moment.
No,
It's
but
all connected.
Harry Potter is a closed-off. Like, if you like, it's 1 to 7. That's 1 to 8. Whatever, 8 movies.
Yeah, but it's
You're-
all
done.
connected. You can't do anything about
But
it.
okay, like,
It's annoying, man.
No,
I don't
but
know.
It's like if you watch Shang-Chi, that's a standoff movie. You're going to have those standoff movies.
Yeah.
But then everything comes together in one. which is why there's the whole.
I think
Avengers
what I want
Kang
with
stuff.
Marvel is I want those movies like you know how Iron Man, Captain America, they were all still connected, but the connection was a bit less and it was still
Yeah.
relatable.
Yeah,
I think I want
Civil War.
I think I
Yeah.
want more of those kind of movies where it's
Yeah.
still relatable.
Yeah.
Because I think I've lost. Oh, cute. Oh,
I got cold.
I'm
fair
cool too,
enough.
thanks.
No, like Marvel comics. How far do they go? 'Cause
Oh,
whenever
Marvel
They're still
comics are
making
still
them.
going.
Long
They're
time.
still
they're
going.
still being made.
Yeah, which is why they have so much to.
So movies are
Venture
so
into.
far behind, basically.
How many
Yeah,
villains
they
are there
can
to
do so
fight?
many. There's like thousands
Bro,
of
there's so many
villains,
stupid
which is
villains,
why
bro.
I
Yeah.
understand
stupid
what they're
fun.
doing.
No, I mean like.
I can see
Mine's
why.
an in it.
I can see why people don't like all the multiple shows, but as a Marvel fan, I enjoy it. I'm like more content for me. Like,
DC
I'm
is
not
very
gonna
good,
complain.
but they've been underrated so far. Honestly, like they haven't had the right production behind them.
No, DC are just stupid.
Wait,
Before,
what?
before
You wanna
the
go-
first Iron Man came out, if you asked anyone, you're like, who's Captain America, who's Thor? No one's gonna know.
Dude, there
Everyone
goes-
knew who
There
Superman
goes a
was.
DC sponsorship.
Everyone knew who Batman was. I love DC. I'm a
I'll
big
work
fan.
for the DC sponsorship.
Yeah.
Do not worry.
Suicide Squad second movie is
No, but you can't
alright.
compare like the DC that was like in that period. They've only recently started figuring out that they have to go down the cinematic route. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, but
like
they've been around
Marvel
for years.
churns out movies like and TV shows like it's a factory.
Yeah,
Think
but because
about
they
it.
can, and they're gonna.
Don't
get
they
the
have
money.
like a road, like that? It's all planned out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they have a
four phases,
roadmap.
yes.
They have
Yeah.
a factory, bro. Like
They plan for like 10 years in
DC
advance.
can't afford to be a factory yet, so they have to put some effort
Cool.
into
Yeah,
it.
but
You know?
the thing is, I don't know. Just personally, I feel like the DC movies are just not to the standard they should be.
Are they new DC
Like
movies
Batman
coming out?
versus Superman, that's a movie every kid
No, I think
dreams
it
of. and
only
how
recently started getting better after Justice League Snyder cut.
I agree.
And
Yeah,
then, like
I
Joker,
agree
Joker
with
was like one of my
I
favorite
agree with
movies.
that.
of all
Yeah, I
time.
liked it.
And
Good pace.
Shazam was a good movie.
Shazam
too.
was pretty good. Like it was,
Oh yeah.
it was funny.
I like knowing what song I'm listening to.
Oh.
Wait, Aaron, can you pass me
And
my
this guy's
water?
our superhero.
Water.
Andrew.
Thank you.
Oh. I got it.
You got that.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
All right,
Why
no,
should-
I've got a
should-
topic
you
by
know
the
the
way. I've got a
This is
topic.
going to be a
Yeah.
clip him leaving
All right,
me
let's
hanging.
switch.
the
Let's
app
switch.
Shazam.
I've got a topic.
That's why I said you.
Oh, okay.
Lads.
Okay,
He's
okay.
nuts.
Topic.
What?
This is our last topic.
Last topic?
and
All
we'll
right.
end it off.
All right, so like I know like we're all in our different careers right now, right? Like we
Yeah.
all have pretty different. This guy's what, radiologist? Oh, radiographer, right?
Yeah.
One
Well, you
going
don't
to be
even know.
radiographer. This guy's commerce degree kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
He's doing his
So, yeah.
thing.
He's a
So what are you
fake.
trying to
He gets
say?
the gist of it,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe his life is.
But if you wanted to like do something that like was different to your like current career, what would you have done? Like what would you have like what would you want to do that's not your current career or your current job? I'll start off. I'd honestly just want to be a teacher. I would want to be like a primary school teacher.
I'd see you slapping kids.
Don't
let's
say
go.
that, man.
Okay, one
Cut
more
that
word,
out.
teacher.
Cut that guy.
But I think you can still do that in the future.
Actually,
though,
no,
if you
I
don't
agree.
go for-
Back in school, when I used to sit next to this guy, he was a very good teacher. His explaining is very
He
good.
teaches me
Interesting.
outside school as well.
Aw.
And in
In other
addition,
He teaches me the way of life.
When he writes a lowercase I, he puts a little circle instead of a dot.
And a love heart sometimes, which is
Instead
very
of a love
cute.
heart.
Oh.
Yeah. The kids will love that.
Dude, why did I sign up for this, man?
All right, your turn. Your
My
turn.
turn. So if I wasn't doing what I am currently
Yeah.
doing, I'd do a real content creator.
Oi.
So
Yeah.
do
Oh,
it,
wait.
do it. Wait.
Wait a second.
Wait,
Wow, you're living your
dude,
life.
is this like?
Oh my god, no way, dude. No way.
What specific content creator?
I don't know. I feel like I've always
OnlyFans.
wanted. There's always been a side
I
of
could
me.
see it.
It's always been a side of
Yeah.
me that's been into
OnlyFans
it.
slash
I
video.
used
slash
to do it like
video.
back in the day. I
OnlyFans.
made
That's
like
a Reddit channel.
Like
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
what?
They just
No.
said OnlyFans.
No, not only
Snapchat. Premium.
Don't you?
Not
Think, I
Snapchat.
feel like he would be good for OnlyFans.
No.
Like family-friendly content.
I feel like Andrew would be really good.
Bro,
Selling feet
we
pics.
wouldn't have only. You just make your own website. You get like the whole pay.
Yeah.
If
OnlyFans will get a
Squarespace
cut.
can sponsor us for our OnlyFans website, pretty sick.
You just make,
Anyway,
make your
back
own
to the video.
content, bro.
So basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, just content creation in general.
Yeah.
I feel like I just enjoy being in front of a camera and just trying to be funny, just making stupid jokes and stuff. Yeah.
Arvin.
You've
Alright.
been successful so far.
Honestly, I
That's what
love
I'm saying.
travel, so something to do with travel. Maybe like,
Travel agent.
not an agent. That's
Oh, digital
too,
nomad.
That's too
or
scummy, bro.
Live in
Maybe
Bali.
What?
Scummy.
Yeah, they're just like scamming.
yeah,
No
keep going,
commission.
keep
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm kidding.
probably something like I don't know, travel blogger or like, cruise
see being
ships. They have like those cruise. What are they called?
P&Q?
You've been on a cruise. The guys who like
Sailors.
Stewardesses.
captain. It's not the captain. It's like the people who
I
like
am the
run the
captain
show.
now.
I guess
people
I was
who-
saying ahoy there.
Oh, the host.
The host, yeah,
Like-
the cruise host. That'd be fun, I reckon.
Okay.
That's so
Yeah.
weird.
That's
What's like-
unique. That's
that-
very unique.
What's
That's
a
a
cruise host? What do you
Cruise,
do?
like,
They're like
Like, you know how you have
organizers.
events and there's some
Yeah.
guy being like, hey guys.
like
very
cru-
unique.
like a cruise
Oh,
guide kind of
yeah.
thing.
And he is a
Dumb
president of a
That's
Indian
a
club
Bro,
as well.
you get
Let's
free
see that.
cruises, bro.
Stupid
It's fun.
choice.
Anyway, next March.
I disagree. I can't.
Hey, at least it's
Hey,
interesting.
Hey,
No
he-
judging
let
what
him- let
anyone
him do what he
wants
wants
Let
to
him be,
do,
bro. You
man.
want to be a
Free
content
travel, bro.
creator. That's not
Yeah.
even something.
Yeah, what is irrelevant?
That's what half the people would
At
say.
least have a job then.
Be original, mate. Don't hate on him.
Alright, what would you like
I
to
would
Oh.
Yeah.
a pharmacy owner.
Bro, all the jobs.
I'll explain why. Not a pharmacist, a pharmacy owner.
Just tell people you deal
Because-
drugs, bro. It's fine.
Yes, I deal legal drugs because
What?
think about it.
No,
In
no, we don't.
every industry, a pharmacy is something that will always sell. During COVID, you need masks, you go to the pharmacy. You need medication, you go to the pharmacy. Anything
That's a good
happens, the
point.
pharmacy is always in function.
So it's like it will
So
never
that's why
die.
I feel like it would be a perfect opportunity for me to put my business.
Honestly,
skills
that's
and
actually pretty
use
smart.
and
Pharmacies
just
would
own a
be
pharmacy
timeless.
and have like a chain. Like I can be doing something else, but I
So you
be a
just want to
pharmacy
like
owner.
own Chemist Warehouse, basically.
Not the whole chemist warehouse, like a chemist warehouse, and then build my way up.
He just wants
To
a
have-
franchise.
Maharshi Warehouse.
Entrepreneur, you know.
Fair
Well,
enough.
what's stopping you?
Yeah.
I'm not a pharmacist.
Chemistry,
I think
Gujarat.
you- I think you have to be a pharmacist.
Can't you just be a business owner?
Well,
Or-
the plan in the future is to own a business.
Oh.
You can collaborate with other
With drugs.
pharmacists and stuff.
Right.
Alright, Andrew.
So hit me up if you want legal drugs.
Well, I think I've told you guys this. I just want to be a tradie. Like,
Go
Yeah.
walk us
I
through
just-
it. Like why?
His uncle's. a
bro, I
trader.
reckon, I don't know. Parents look down on it a lot. Like, yeah, go to uni, get a
Mm.
job and stuff. But, like, I really enjoy, like, manual labor.
Mm.
Like, it's just,
And the money.
I think it requires a certain
Bro.
amount of talent to actually like.
you think so?
I like honestly like I think it like it's downplayed quite a bit. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
Like we say like a lot of people like talk shit about tradies like all day and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But like just ask them the question like, oh, why don't you become one? Why don't you do it?
Mm.
They
Yeah, I
wouldn't.
feel like tradies
They
are so
wouldn't.
talented. They
They're
work
very
hard.
useful,
Like
100%.
they don't get breaks. Like whether it's summer or winter, they're doing their job. They're
Yeah.
like grinding for it. And like a lot of the things that you use, like even your house and stuff, it's like the tradies that are the ones
Like a
helping
plumber,
behind it.
electrician,
Yeah.
like a carpenter.
Like
Like,
a-
Real jobs. Yeah.
Like I don't like yeah. It's not a degree or whatever, but it's such an important thing to do. Like you have anything wrong with your sink, invite a plumber.
Mm.
Bro, even, like, a farmer. Like, if you sent me to, like, middle of nowhere to just, like, tend an acre of crops, I'll do it. It's pretty easy, man.
Yeah.
Butcher.
For the people.
Alright, Lewis. What about
Right, guys,
you?
if you sponsor us with the farm,
Give us a farm, we got a pharmacy.
30 sponsorships
Yeah.
this
well,
video.
Walter White. We've got Jesse over here.
Yeah.
Old
Alright,
man.
alright.
Yeah.
Alright,
Bro,
for me-
I'll grow the drugs
I'll
for the
sell it.
pharmacy.
Oh shit!
Teamwork.
Collab.
Teamwork.
And then
That's
you'll
good.
push the media.
Yeah, I'll push the media.
Dude, I'll make your website for it.
You'll make the website
Oh,
for
I'll
it.
do overseas logistics. All right.
And
Exports.
Wait, what did you want to be?
Exports. Oh.
I wanted to be a teacher.
teacher. He will
I'll teach like my
He'll
students
teach,
about
yeah, our
your
kids,
things.
Yeah.
he will teach his students into coming to us.
Yeah.
You know,
Like maybe
Train
like
them
weed,
young.
like weed brownies or something. Like ask them to do it.
yeah.
brownies.
I mean,
Distribution, man.
Distribution,
Distribution.
I mean-
No
Yeah.
weed. All right, weed is illegal in Australia. We do not condone
Actually, in
weed.
Canberra, it's legal.
Panadol brownies is a good thing. Nurofen brownies too. It's
Go on,
like,
Lewis.
like imagine you hate Panadol but you need it. Just feed them
Okay.
brownies.
Sure. Alright, for me,
You have to link in with the business.
interior. Okay, so this is something I want
No,
to
that
study.
doesn't work with the
study.
business.
Like interior design. We did mention it. Was that I really like designing things. I like the clean, simplistic, modern look. But I was saying that there's some people that like more the olden school, like boutique, antique kind of stuff, which I think that's just more like a side thing that it will interest me. Interior design, like project those managing things. But ultimately, I do think I just want to live life. Like honestly, do what I want to do. Like entrepreneur kind of stuff is like have being able to do what you want, not like work because you need to, but because you want to. That's
Yeah.
how I
It's
want
like
to
being
be.
your own boss.
Essentially, yeah. I think because of COVID, they kind of changed a lot of people's like mind, like thinking. Like people will be able to work where they can, like not having that strict hours. They can work when they want, travel to places. I think having that balanced life. I think I always grew up wanting a balanced life, be good at a bit of everything, and do a bit of everything. That's
Like
how
an
I
For sure.
all rounder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want to do. So in the future,
I can
like
see that.
I want to do a bit of I want to do boxing in the future.
Boxing,
Oh,
yes.
go on.
What women take on
I do.
boxing?
We'll do
I wanna
boxing, we'll do
I'm a
boxing.
black belt.
KSI versus Lewis Yang.
Taekwondo black belt.
Yeah.
If any of you want to
You're
challenge me in
calling,
Taekwondo, hit us up.
Call someone out now.
Oh no, not really.
Hey,
I
okay, yeah.
still
If
need
you
get
had to
started.
call someone out
No,
for your
no,
like
no,
your
no,
body
no.
weight or body size, right? Who would you call out?
Just
Like,
go
be
straight
honest.
to Andrew
So
Tate,
Lewis
bro.
is an NRL fan. Just call out the Broncos team.
Yeah.
No, not really. I think more so I just
Latrell
want
Mitchell, right
Cameron
there.
Smith.
This guy's big with Latrell Mitchell.
No, I just want to like train in that sense. I want to learn it.
Nice.
I think it's very
Yeah.
technical. I think boxing is like very
Absolutely.
technical, but also physically
Mechanical.
demanding
Yeah.
as well.
I
So
feel like
a bit of
any
everything,
form of
yeah.
like martial arts or like boxing, it trains you.
Do you know my man got a black belt in Taekwondo?
For the girl?
Actually do.
Like, no, him.
Oh,
Actually do.
I think
Pretty
I
good.
was- I think I was
Yes.
why.
Did you say black belt for the girl?
No, I think.
Actually, I know this was our last topic, but I have a quick topic.
Okay.
If
Okay.
COVID never happened, do you think the world would be very different?
That's
Yes.
a very quick
I
topic.
think so.
Yes.
Very broad.
100%.
Here's your quick
100%.
answer, yes.
I think it changed the whole world in terms of like
Yeah.
what jobs, even like
People
people,
left their jobs.
everything,
The
even
way-
studying, the way
studying.
people
Mask,
study.
mask manufacturers
Family
wouldn't
values
be
as
living
well.
life.
Yeah.
They're all billionaires.
Pharmacists?
Hand sanitizers,
Pharmacists.
bro.
Bro.
Hand sanitizer. How
Dettol
big
is
hand-
living.
Yeah,
Dettol
exactly.
is working.
Any
in
hand
cash.
sanitizer.
Yeah.
Oh.
To like COVID come here.
Yeah.
And COVID made
Yeah.
podcasts pop up as well because everyone's at home listening to
Yeah,
their
podcasts.
own
I
thoughts.
think
Content
social
in general.
media.
We'd like
yeah.
to thank COVID.
Yeah.
for-
Please sponsor us.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No,
one.
no, no,
Actually, we
no.
would
Bit
not
of a
like to thank
sticky
COVID.
one there.
I'm sorry.
What's COVID conspiracy? Next episode.
All right,
What's
Andrew,
a conspiracy?
do you want to sign us off?
All right, guys, that's it for today's episode. From the 6 Wafflemen.
Yeah.
Probably more waffling
Or
than
6? Ooh.
This is the waffle
Then men.
logo.
But all right,
Hashtag.
please watch our next episode, or we'll get sad, and Fadhil won't have a job anymore.
Please like, subscribe.
my
If you
only
guys
job.
don't watch, Arraviind will not eat. Please. So if you want Arraviind to eat, please share, tell all your friends.
I support that. I support that.
All right,
Thanks,
thanks for
guys.
watching. See you guys
Thanks.
next time.
Peace.